just released an episode about how Amazon will never, ever ban coupons and rebates and manipulating their rankings because it makes them money. And 3 days later, it's like Amazon puts out an official statement saying we're banning this type of activity. So we thought it would be cool to come back on and talk about, in a serious way, the landscape of where things are at.
To be clear, I did not say that Amazon would never ban them because it makes them money. I said, how are they going to stop all the Nikes and other big brands from offering their own rebates that they've been doing forever? So that was my argument. And the end result was I was completely wrong. But how we got to that result is a little bit different than how you described.
Yeah, I felt like it was getting to a point where like people were kind of flaunting what they were doing publicly and making Amazon look bad for not doing something about it, which is typically when they do something about it. I think in reality, you were probably dead on. Like they're probably thrilled to have this type of activity happening. It just ends up making them more money. In the end, that's what they really care about. They say they care about their customers, but let's face it, corporations care about making money. And at the end of the day, like when they start to look bad, it gets some bad press, then that hurts their ability to make money. It's like, okay, well, let's go do something about it. And it even furthers their ability to make money on their real cash cow, which is PPC.
Yeah, and I wonder if this was one of those ones where Amazon reacts to bad PR, which is normally how they react, is, something negative comes up on the news and it's starting to get really bad traction and Amazon's being painted in a bad light, and that's normally when Amazon reacts. But I wonder if this time, if the FTC kind of putting their nose into everything that Amazon does has something to do with it. My initial reaction was that no, it has nothing to do with the FTC. Like the FTC is more focused on like the review end of things. But now, in hindsight, the FTC released this big, I don't know if you'd call it a warning letter, but basically they gave a message to basically every major retailer in the United States saying, hey, some of what you're doing is against our practices and you can get in trouble for it later. And so they sent that out to every major retailer, including Amazon. So I think maybe it was part of that, actually, them reacting to the FTC and them knowing that they were going to get pressure in the future from the FTC if they didn't act on some of the stuff that's going on Amazon right now.
I would imagine if there was a study conducted, I don't think this has ever been done, but like if you look at all the rebate sites that are out there, and all of them have really been very clear that you do not need to leave a review in order to get the rebate, right? But there's definitely some undertone of a wink wink, and I think that products purchased through the rebate funnels probably reviewed at some higher percentage, right? I don't know what that is, but I think they were probably reviewing at a higher percentage. And of those reviews, the average review rating was probably higher. And so while you might not have been directly manipulating reviews, the FTC might look at it as like a kind of indirect manipulation of it, because I think the products that were highly aggressive with their rebate funnels were probably getting 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, whatever star ranking higher because they were pushing so many rebates.
Yeah, and I wonder if it was all about kind of just reviews, and ultimately it comes down to reviews. And yeah, of course, rebate buyers probably leave a higher proportion of reviews than non-rebate buyers. But I wonder also if the FTC is looking at the fact that most buyers, when they see like a top listing on Amazon ranked at the top of the search results, they perceive that as being the best product, the most popular product. And every savvy Amazon seller knows that that's complete BS. So I wonder if that actually had something to do with it, that the FTC is now looking at search results and saying, hey, if your search results, Amazon, are totally manipulative, those are manipulating customers, and therefore that's against everything that we stand as an organization with the FTC. So I wonder if it has something to do with that. They're actually, for once, the FTC, concerned with search engine position manipulation.